a sound bath girl, like my sound bath girl come in. So she did breath and sound bath. I had somebody else come teach yoga nidra and yoga and nervous system work. And then I had a massage lady come in, and it felt like exactly like you're describing. It felt like everybody was giving and receiving. And I feel like that's like the way of the future. Like I think that's how people want to be they want to be in groups and they want to like go together is what I'm noticing.
Yeah.
So it was so nice. I loved it. It was so good. It was so chill.
Good.
Yeah, so good.
I love that you are like having a similar experience at the same time.
Yeah, I'm leading another retreat next week, and I'm like, I hope nobody else signs up. I just, I just want it to be small.
How many retreats do you lead a year?
Mm, I don't know. It depends on the year. Like during COVID, I didn't do any, and I had little kids at the time, so I didn't want to do any. But prior to that, probably like 4 to 6 a year, and now I'm kind of back to 4 to 6.
Okay.
So it just depends.
Yeah.
It just depends on like what I feel like doing, and also my brain, like my brain just like left to its own devices just plans retreats. Like it's kind of annoying. Like my husband is like, why are you always planning vacations and retreats? Like just can we, and I'm like, I
Because
can't
it's
help it.
so fun.
I know. So anyways, yeah, I don't know. I want to do a mother-daughter retreat this year, which I'm so excited. And then next year I'll do a mother, like 2027, do a mother-son retreat, which I'm excited about.
Mm,
So
yeah.
those will be like different. I've never done one like that. So,
My really good friend is has reached she's Angela Yost. She's the founder of Threads Worldwide, and she is basically rebranding Threads and doing all like predominantly all of her retreats and experiences are all mother daughter. So if you want to talk to somebody that's like
oh
doing that,
yeah, I
she's doing
do.
like all that, and she's just like
Oh, I'm sure she has so
lighting up
much
her
good
world.
intel.
Yeah, because she has her daughter's 8, and so she's just like, I
Yeah,
want to
so is
travel
my
with her.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's how old my daughter is. And that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I want to be with my kids, but I don't want to not travel. And so I was like, I'm just going to like, I saw a reel with like Reese Witherspoon. Not that I'm going to be Reese Witherspoon, but like she was just talking about how over the years she just like brought her kids. And I was like, why can't I just bring my kids? I'm just going to like, it won't look like that, obviously. But
Yeah, but
yeah,
like bring them into the business and like,
yeah. I'm
yeah,
like,
I love it.
she's like so excited. She's like already like has all these ideas for what we're going to do. She's like totally like planning it with me. So it's so fun.
Oh my God, I love this. Well,
We could
let's,
we could just talk forever.
I know. We clearly need to. Well, I'm gonna jump in. I just started hit record in case anything happened that we wanted to catch because that does happen.
Yeah.
But thank you for being here. I'm really excited to dive in more and to share your gifts and your voice with our community. I know you've already been a big part of our Boulder community, and it's fun that we have a lot of crossover in our online communities. But we have Laura Conley with us today, and she is a health, life, and weight loss coach and the founder of Yummy Mummy Weight Loss Method. And we're excited to get to know you and the difference that you make in the world. And you're leading a workshop for the Nova, which we do once a month. It's our member only chance to share your gift with our community. So I'm excited to get to experience your magic even more because you led an Elevate Hour in Boulder for us a couple months ago. I think it was at this
Yeah.
point. No, his time is
I
crazy
know.
these days. But to get to share your gifts with the broader virtual core community is going to be really exciting. So I would love for you to share a little bit about your background and really what
Mm.
inspired you to do the work that you do today.
Mm. Okay, well, it's like, do I do the long version or the short version? Okay, so I'll do the medium version. Um,
It's like we have like 20-ish minutes. So
yeah.
however long those times are for you.
Yeah. Okay. So, I left corporate America because I wasn't fulfilled. I totally had the golden handcuffs. I was a drug rep and it was like a very cushy job, but like not fulfilling at all. I was like, I cannot bring another dozen donuts to these doctors to like basically bribe them to write scripts. So I left corporate America to become a yoga teacher and a coach. And that was like 13 years ago. And did a lot of golden handcuff coaching, which, if you're not familiar with the term, it's basically that. It's like you have a job that's very cushy, lots of benefits, maybe decent income, but it's just not fulfilling. And so I left. There's a really cool kind of manifestation story. I decided I wanted to do it, brought it to my husband, and we were like, okay, well, we have to save like 30K in order for us to not have to change our lifestyle. Because at that time, I think he was doing a postdoctoral like fellowship or something. And so I was like the breadwinner at that time. And so um, we're like, okay, we have to save up 30K, which then that felt like so much at that time. And so we're like, okay, it's gonna take a year. We're gonna do it. And then like the next week, my boss like sat me down at coffee. He's like, we're gonna be going through layoffs. You're not getting laid off. I just want to like let you know before you hear it from whatever, whoever, like Nugget. My dog is being a psycho. Um, and I was like, oh no, I need to be laid off. I need to be laid off. I need to be a yoga teacher and you guys have to lay me off. And he was like, no, you're not, we're not laying you off. And I was like, please. And they like did this thing where you could raise your hand if you wanted layoffs. So it was to the dollar. The severance package was to the dollar what we had like decided. Like a week later, this happens. It was crazy. It was like ask and you shall receive. It
Amazing.
was so I was like, oh my God. I was like telling my husband, I was like, babe, we have to have this big conversation. Like he's like, well, we don't need to talk about anything. Like the universe has just handed
Like,
this to you on a silver
should have asked
platter.
for more.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a
We
great
under asked.
that is a great point. Yeah, universe. I'm gonna have to talk to you about that later.
Yeah. Sorry, I
So
under asked about that one.
cut to 8 years ago. I had my daughter and I was beating myself up for not bouncing back into my pre-baby jeans fast enough after getting out of the hospital with her. We had been in the hospital really fighting for her life for a month and she's totally healthy now. She's thriving. But my first real shower, I'm beating myself up for not bouncing back into my pre-baby jeans. And that's when I had a major wake up call. And I was like, this is what you're thinking about? Like, what? We just like, this was just life or death. And now we're back to like counting calories and like trying to get ourselves to do two a day, 6 weeks postpartum. So I had a wake up call in that moment and I was like, I'm going to heal this. Like I had accepted defeat prior to that. I was like, this is just going to be my thing. I'm always going to be the girl that's like on the next new diet. I'm always going to be the girl trying to get you to do some weird weight loss challenge with me and then throwing in the towel inevitably by the weekend and eating my face off. So I had really accepted defeat, but then she was like my inspiration. I was like, I will pass this down to her. Even if I know all the right things to say, I knew that this kiddo and all of our kids, right? They're so smart and so intuitive. Like I knew she was going to pick up on me, like turning away from my husband in the kitchen because my husband's like very affectionate, or like trying on 17 different outfits or whatever. And so I went on a crazy mission to heal my relationship with my body and with food. And I wanted to lose baby weight. Like I'm not going to lie. I did want to lose the baby weight. But I
Yeah.
wanted to do it in a healthy way. I was like I couldn't starve myself thin anymore. Like I couldn't do it. And it never worked before anyway. So I went on a mission and went down rabbit hole after rabbit hole. And what was born out of it really was the yummy mummy method, which I still actually can't believe that there was like it still feels like a miracle that I feel at home in my body. Like it still is wild to me. And so I kind of had a similar moment, a wake up call moment when I was in the pool with my daughter she was like 1 or something, like she was a baby. And I'm looking around, I'm like, it feels like all these moms are like handcuffed to the chaise lounges. They were all like in their cover ups, like not in the pool. Not that they wanted to be in the pool, but I just felt like we had to free the moms. It felt like so many of us moms were in this trap of not loving our bodies and just so sick from diet culture. So I was like, it became my mission. And my girlfriends were all like, you should niche, like you should do, didn't say niche down, but they were like, you should, like, let's be honest. But they were like, you should do this. Like, cause I was practicing on all of them. I'm like, you guys, let me practice like what I learned on you. And it started working for everybody. And I would still go to my husband and be like, can you believe it? And he's like, yeah, I can believe it. And so anyways, cut to like 8 years later, the yummy mummy method is here and thriving. And so yeah, we help women lose weight for the last time, but from a place of unconditional love for themselves and for their bodies. And it's really cool. And now I have to also just tell you that I'm unniching because I realize there's all these other traps of people pleasing and perfectionism and mom
Totally.
guilt and time chaos and everything and the mental load and all of that. So I am keeping the yummy mummy, but expanding to free the moms because I feel really passionate about all of those
Mm,
topics as well. So
yeah.
that's kind of it in a nutshell. I don't know. That was maybe medium.
Well, I mean, anytime we unpack our full story, we could have probably been here for like
Yeah,
3 days straight, just actually learning like what is
totally.
your why and the difference that it's
Exactly.
making and what it takes to stay inspired every day, right? Because just because you then achieve your personal goal, then it's still staying plugged into that deeper desire and the impact that you get to make. And then like you're saying, then
Oh,
it evolves and it's like taking the thing that still works, but then like what else is there and what else, like how can you
yeah.
amplify your impact? And I know that's part of what we're talking about in um
Yeah.
this month's virtual experience at the Nova. You're talking about how to feel freaking amazing in your body, level up your health, and amplify your impact.
Yeah.
And one of the things we were talking about, I know I'd hit record, but it's going to be before we really started this conversation is, I know you lead community and you do this I know you do one-on-one, you do group, but like part of this is being plugged into community, whether you're
Hmm.
doing it in retreat, whether you're doing it in coaching community, whether you're leading the community or you're receiving and participating in community. So I'm curious, like, what does it mean to you to be plugged in to a community that is more soul led, that is more ambitious, that's striving like you are? So there's the people we support and then there's our peers. And so what does it mean to you to have that level of support in a community like the Nova? What does it
Mm.
make possible for you?
I mean, everything. Like, I'm also just unwilling to do this life in this business without support and without other people. Like, my dad always says to me, he's like, my dog is like chewing up a cardboard box. I hope you can't hear that too much.
I can't,
I mean,
but
I don't care. I'm like, please do whatever you want with the cardboard box so you don't bother me.
because you have a puppy, I
Well, yeah,
forgot.
we have a puppy who was like a perfect puppy and now he like is an adolescent and he's like psychotic. But anyways, so yeah, it's just I can't do it any other way. It's like not in my nature. My dad always says, he's like, "I don't know how you guys just like go in your offices and just like work." And I'm like, "Cuz I do it with other people. Like I'm constantly co-working. I'm constantly asking other people what they think or for ideas. It's everything. I can't imagine doing this alone. And so to get a little bit more specific in answering your question, I think it's when you're down, like, because there's so many times, right, where, well, at least for me, like, I've had so many quote unquote failed launches. I haven't hit my numbers like God knows how many times. And to have someone else that has actually been through it and like been in the trenches of entrepreneurship, like that is unlike anything else. Like to have
Yes.
somebody be like, you are not alone. This happened to me too, like is just an exhale. It's so much relief because entrepreneurship, I think, is like I know you have a background in like yoga and meditation and like my teacher way back in the day would be like, you have to get up at like fucking 3:30 every morning and like do your sadhana and like whatever. And I was like, oh my God, I hated every second of it. And it was supposed to like evolve you and like grow you exponentially. I didn't get that much out of it, let me be honest. But what I think my sadhana is, what I think my real like fodder for growth or like my kind of like entrepreneurship, like it has
Yeah.
taught me more unconditional self-love than
Mhm.
anything else out there. It has really it's brought me to my knees and also on the flip side made me like the most proud, but it's also helped me to unattach my worth from achievement, which I totally did not think I had, but I apparently do. So I had to have a mini midlife crisis, and I could not have done that mini midlife crisis without peers and without mentors. I don't know what I would do. Like every day in my journal, I am grateful for coaching and like my other entrepreneur besties, and I've met some of them in the Nova. And so I just think it should be a non-negotiable. Like it should be a non-negotiable. I really believe that because being alone with with your own lower brain, like woof.
It's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a very bad idea.
Very bad idea. Yeah, it's a very bad idea. And I think, there are just basic needs that we have as humans, and especially as women, where we need to feel seen. We need to belong. And especially as entrepreneurs, and I will say this for anybody that is aspiring for large, big dreams. I think
Yeah,
entrepreneurship is particularly crazy making because it is the greatest personal growth opportunity there is
it
out
is.
there.
Yeah,
But to know that you can come as you are in a space, whether it's, I mean, the amount of people that don't even have one person to go
mm,
to just fall
yeah.
apart, or to be as big and bold and proud as they need to be. It's like goes into both ends of the spectrum, right? Where it's like, well, be humble, don't brag about yourself. I'm like, no, I want you to.
I just wrote myself a note. I want to make sure we cover that flip side of like, I want to be able to celebrate. And I will be honest, I want to be able to talk numbers. Like, it is scary, I think, for a lot of women, especially to like talk about big goals and numbers. I want to be in a safe community where I can be like, I do want to hit seven figures this year. Like,
Yeah.
and it's even scary for me to say that out loud right now, but I think it's part of my duty though to like say that. But to
Yeah.
be able to celebrate and like people actually cheer you on and there's like none of that jealousy, I think is also like a crazy fresh breath of hair and air, not hair, and should be a non-negotiable.
Yeah. We actually just started as and we're putting this as a standard across the board as part of our introductions and all of our gatherings is a hot brag.
Oh, that's so good. I love how you call it a hot brag. That's so good. Oh, so
That's
fun.
it's Tracy Howard from Ishtara, which is a
Oh
trauma
yeah.
informed somatic movement method that I did. That's what she always called it. And she'd be like, ooh, hot brag. And I just love it so much. And so I'm like, yeah, we're actually going to start with a hot brag on
Yeah.
every event, because then we get to be in the energy of celebration and the energy of witnessing one another and the energy of like, if you can do it, I can do
Yeah.
it too. How can I support you? What do you need? Because
Yeah.
it's everything. It's not just like I need a place to fall apart and be afraid and be messy.
Yeah,
Yes, I
exactly.
need that too. But I also really want to be big and awesome.
Yeah.
And I really want to share my bold, audacious dreams. And I
Yeah.
want to be like, how'd you do it? What are you doing?
Yeah.
How are your ads working? Like, what do I need to learn? It's
Yeah.
just like everything in between. But I think that the more that we can cultivate these safe spaces for people, and the more that we can like turn our lights all the way up and help each other find one another. I think that's so much of it is like there's so many of us out there, and I know there's
Yeah.
so many people looking for people like us that are
Mhm.
looking for another way to do life, that are looking for another way to do business, that are looking for permission to be like, this shit is messed up out here. Like, I don't want to do anything like this. Like, I don't want to do leadership like this. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
self abandon. I don't want to compete. I don't want to have this like weird power over like dynamic. And they're looking for people like us to like rewrite these rules.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good job, Melissa, for creating this.
Well, I mean, you too.
I know you're co-creating it, but like I just want to offer that back to you. Like
Well, thank you. Thank you. But like, we're all doing it. Like, you're doing
yeah.
it in your community. It's like we're looking for, I mean, we're all light workers in our own sense. Like,
Mhm.
you're doing it for the moms. And as you expand your scope and your impact, it's like, it's that much more like we're all looking for freedom.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, what do you want people to know? Like, what do you want if you were to speak to the I'm going to say moms, but I think what you teach actually goes beyond
I
moms.
mean, I just think free the moms sort of sounds cuter than free the women. Like I'm here. I mean, we have women that have like, like dogs for their kids, and that's great. That's my point. Is like I want to help anybody that wants help, really. So yes, like we do serve women and moms. But what was the question? What do I want to tell the people?
Yeah, like what is it, like what do you want them to be free from? Like what do you want them to know? And
Okay,
how do you want them
so
to feel?
like I didn't really think that this was that radical, but it keeps coming back to me. I keep hearing from my clients like in the last week or two. Um, you can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. And you probably, if you haven't heard this statement, you probably don't believe me. But I want you to just like be in curiosity and wonder about that statement. Like, can I have whatever I want? Like, do you even know what you want? Have you asked yourself that question in the last 20 years? So in the Free the Moms membership, that is our question. We do like a month, we do a bunch of prompts, but we have one monthly prompt that we ask ourselves every single day. And right now it's just, what do I want? Because what I've learned from my clients is that they haven't asked themselves that question since they were 14
Mm,
years old, right? Like
yeah.
my kids know what they want. Like they're telling me all the time. And
Yeah.
then somehow it gets like beat out of us. Like we're supposed to put everybody else's wants in front of our own. And so it is safe to want what you want and to go get it. And if
Mm,
that feels like too big of a leap, then just like quietly in your own heart, what might I want? Like it could even be a little tiny thing. Like I want a freaking nap today. And so I just think getting into conversation with yourself around, what do I want? What do I want that other people have? What do I want that hey, enough.
I
Um,
thought that was my dog for a moment. I was like, oh no, what's wrong with my puppy?
oh wow. Yeah, what do I want that other people have, or who am I jealous of? What am I envious of? So like just getting into conversation with your wants and your desires. Like I know for me, I was stifling a couple of my desires and really suffocating them and did not turn out well. So I think it'll make you this is like aggressive, but like maybe we all need this cautionary tale. Like it could make you sick. I know it made my mom sick. She didn't ask herself what she wanted. She never filled her cup as a mom. She was a perfect Pinterest mom before Pinterest existed. And she followed that like motherhood playbook perfectly. And now she's like really, really suffering and really, really sick with anxiety and depression. And so that is a little bit of a cautionary tale. Like, be willing to ask yourself what you want. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for your people because your people want you to have a full cup. Your people want you to have your oxygen mask on, as like cliche as that is.
Yeah, well, it's true. It's like it's it's the ticket to what makes you alive.
Exactly. Exactly. And that is what we need.
Yeah, we need more turned on, turned up, alive
Yeah.
as fuck, like
Yes.
women out there.
Yeah.
We do. And it is. And it can make you sick. Like I mean, it's just any suppression, right? It's
Yeah.
like suppression of our emotions,
Yeah.
suppression of it's all like it's suppression,
Yeah.
right? At its simplest form and dysregulation, right?
Yeah.
When we're not expressed, when we're not like letting emotion move through us, when we're not like answering our desires and our joys and we're living like just in service to everybody else's needs and wants, like it doesn't actually work out well for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it doesn't. Well,
No, you
I'm so
can't. Yeah.
grateful.
Sorry.
No,
We'll
you're
just keep
fine.
talking forever.
I know. Well, I have to go to a Nova, not have to. I get to go to our Nova Elevate hour tonight.
I
So,
know I want to come to more Denver Elevate hours. I like that's on my list.
well, come on down. We're meeting in 30 to 45
Oh, well,
minutes.
I get to go to parent teacher conferences. So I'll be at the Boulder one though tomorrow. I'm really
Oh,
excited for that
perfect.
one.
I will not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're this month is all about excellence without exhaustion. So I feel like it's
Mm,
also very much in alignment, which is perfect for what you teach is how do we hold these standards
yeah.
for ourselves and our lives and really go for it without killing ourselves.
Yes. Oh my God. That's been my question for the last couple years. Like, how do I remain ambitious and like keep that part of me alive without burning out? And how do I have it like, how do I have inner peace and a nap like on a daily basis? Like, and so, yeah, both and.
Well, I have my like and on my desk.
Oh,
to
I
remind
love
me
that. That's so smart. That's so
to
good.
remind me of living in the and, because it's so easy to be like, well, it's either this or this or
Yeah.
this or this. And it's like, no, it's not. It's the and.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I'm so
good.
glad that I'm still getting to know you and that we're building a friendship through the Nova. And I love having you as part of our community and getting to experience your gifts. And I'm really grateful for you. And thank you for
Mm.
just doing the work that you're doing. I know that I have been on such a journey as a mom too. And I know that what you stand for really impacts every single mother out there. So just thank you for answering the call and for leaving the golden handcuffs. I was a medical device sales rep. So
Oh my God, you were? And oh
yeah,
my God, of course you were.
I left in 2019. Oh yeah, I was like number 2 in the company, like crushing
Yeah.
it. I didn't get like a great
President's Club,
oh,
like
you know it, baby. All
yep.
the things. And it's like feels insane to leave. It feels insane to leave something like that. But we see that all the time in our community and people that feel like, how could I leave
Mhm.
something that on paper seems so good, but yet like, and I didn't actually even dislike it that much, but I knew
Same.
I was being called towards something
Yeah.
just so much different and so much more alive in me. And I
Yeah.
think when you can be around people that have made that leap and are living that life that can show you, they're like vision holders
Yeah.
for you, then you're like, hey,
Yeah.
I can do it too. Like I can do this. And I have
Yeah.
people that can support me along the way. It's a big
Yeah,
deal.
because it can feel so scary to
Oh,
take
it
that leap
is.
or to even ask yourself, what do I want? Like it feels so scary. And then you're right, the more people you have around you, like you can kind of sidestep your way in to
Mm-hmm.
that leap of faith. But yeah, 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 it's so good. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised.
We're go-getters. We're
Yeah.
go-getter salespeople over here.
Oh, I
Another
know. It's so
lifetime
good.
ago. Well, thank you for taking the time today, Laura. I'm excited to see you again, hopefully soon. I won't be there tomorrow night, but
Yeah.
we
I
have a
can't wait to see you again in person. And thank you for building such a cool community. It's so fun to like watch how you create. Like we were just talking before we hit record about this idea of regenerative leadership. I can't even say that word. But that was just like a really cool mind blown moment. Like I love watching you and like getting to learn from you. It's so fun. So
mm,
thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's like let our bravery be an inspiration to one another. It's
Mm.
like over and over again to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like saying something this morning, like, because for Free the Moms, I notice so many moms wake up and they're like, oh, is this it? Like, to your point, like, I got the degree, I got the medical device job, I got the kiddos, I got the hubby or the partner or whatever. I'm like checking all the boxes, and then they're waking up with dread and being like, is this it? And I was like, I, this is obnoxious, but like, I'm willing to say it and I'm willing for people to like judge me because I want it to be like, no, this is it. Like, you can wake up with your job and your kids and be excited for the day. Like you really can. It's totally possible. And
Yeah.
that's why what you created is so important because if you don't put yourself in rooms like the Nova, the default rooms are other people complaining. I hate to say it. Sometimes that maybe, but like I know I don't want to sound negative, but like the rhetoric on the sidelines of the soccer field, the rhetoric at the PTO, like what I hear in passing is not empowering.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Well, it's just like it's intentionally putting yourself in places that are having the kinds of dialogue that you want to be having. So if that's the kind of dialogue you want to be having, that is fine. If the dialogue that you want to be having is different, if the dialogue that you want to be having is more expansive, the dialogue that you want to be having is more growth oriented, if the dialogue you want to be having is one that is like trying to, be more alive in your life and to feel more fulfilled and is not like reporting on other people's lives. It's really about
yeah,
supporting other people's lives and about
yeah,
collaboration and growth and impact and purpose, then like get your ass in those rooms.
yeah.
And you might feel like you don't belong there at first. I still like stretch myself all the time to get in these rooms. And I'm like, oh my gosh, do I belong in these rooms? And then I get in the rooms and I'm like, have something to contribute to these rooms. But like getting in the room
Yeah.
single-handedly changed my life and doing it on repeat. And and just like
Mm,
finding my voice with other powerful women that I'm like, oh yeah, like, and we're just a reflection of one another.
yeah.
Like what I see in you and what you see in me, it's just like what's available inside of one another, but we need to like get in the room with each other regularly, not just like
Yeah.
once a year, twice, like
Yeah.
regularly, so that it's like literally rewires our nervous system for possibility.
Yeah, because
So,
then it becomes who you are, like if you're doing it all the time. Yeah. And it's
yeah,
just easier too.
and more fun.
Yeah.
And more fun. Yes, my love. Well, I have to run to go get in the
Yeah.
room myself
Okay.
with
Thank you so
like,
much for having me. So fun.
well, I love getting to chat with you. Let's do it more
Same.
often.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
See
Bye,
you soon.
Melissa.
Bye.